This is the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less. Ever wish you could re-listen to your favorite interview or segment? Do you enjoy hearing older shows for the first time in years? Then the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less is just what you need. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show.
Hello, John Solberg here, your host for the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less. Always happy to tell you that this show is brought to you by Green Mountain Grills. For 17 years, Green Mountain Grills has brought the smoke to the competition scene and the backyards all over the world. The Green Mountain Grill Venturi-style firebox delivers the cleanest 150-degree smoke in the pellet game. Their newly redesigned 2025 2.0 grills blend the proven technology of the past with the technology of the future. GMG is the original inventor of all things Wi-Fi and continue to give their users granular options to control their grills in any environment from anywhere. Green Mountain Grills also leads the pack and accessory creation, from pizza ovens, side burners, all kinds of racks. They got stuff. They even got a rotisserie. Check them out. And check out the new 2.0 Green Mountain Grills at greenmountaingrills.com. That's greenmountaingrills.com. Right now, we're going to take a jump back to 2017. Is this the genesis of the definition of a pitmaster? Could be. Let's listen.
All right, so here's a question coming in from Kevin Vigil. And I did ask, I almost said Kevin Hart, Chris Hart and Andy Husbands this last week, but I want to make sure that I start mixing this in quite a bit so we have a really good base answer to go off of. And it says this: Greg, I have a question that I would like to ask your listeners. What is the definition of a quote-unquote pitmaster? Is it someone who cooks on the weekend? Is it a professional barbecuer on the competition circuit? Can you be a pitmaster if you use a pellet cooker, or do you need to sit and tend the smoker? Thanks in advance, and if you pose this question to all the Centralites, I certainly appreciate it. And you're welcome, Kevin. Thank you for writing in. Always appreciate the time that people take to write into the show. So this is a really good question that I think can have a variety of different answers. In my opinion, how do you define pitmaster? I don't know how you define pitmaster. I think that we are in a society that still requires, especially the youth, everybody to win. We don't teach anybody how to lose anymore, which is kind of a really bad thing when it comes to the real life aspect of it. Participation awards, who cares? You play to win. You play for fundamentals. You play for fun, but you play to win. Let's win, right? So that doesn't help you define pitmaster. And I don't know if I even like the term pitmaster, and I use it all the time. I like barbecue cook or barbecuer. What makes me a barbecuer? It's the method that I'm cooking. It's the implements that I'm cooking with. It's the fuel that I'm using. It's the spices and the rubs and all this other stuff. Pitmaster to me almost seems like a rank of chef, or if you're in the military, sergeant, lieutenant, corporal, all of these things. But it's even less definable than those, because if you go to culinary school and you graduate, you can have title of chef. If you go into the military and you do what you should be doing, and you advance through the ranks, you get different rank calls: sergeant, private, sergeant, lieutenant, all this stuff. Those are earned and not easy to attain, but you can, if you do this, then you're able to quantify how you get to these different levels. I don't know how you would define pitmaster. Like, really, what makes you a pitmaster? I can say I'm a pitmaster, but am I a better pitmaster than an Aaron Franklin or a Darren Worth or a Dave Bosca, or you name it, on the competitive circuit, or some of these people in the restaurants, like I had mentioned, Aaron Franklin? There doesn't seem to be a definitive way to define pitmaster. And I don't think it has anything to do with the fact that if you cook on a pellet cooker or not. I mean, certainly, I believe one should really grasp the skill of how to build and maintain a fire over a long period of time, because to me, it's fun. I think that it's a skill that you can use not only when it comes to cooking, but if you ever got stranded outside, you would be able to build a fire and maintain a fire. So I think that's a skill you want to have, but I don't know if that makes you a pitmaster or not, because in the end, if you can get a fire going and you're able to maintain it and you still turn out a crappy product, you haven't hit all those keys. So maybe we can put together a definition of pitmaster, or maybe we can just leave it out of the lexicon going forward altogether. Like I said last week, everybody needs a label anymore. Come on.
Do you need a label? Do you need to be called a pitmaster? I know I'm not a pitmaster. I've been labeled a pitmaster in certain situations, and I guess in that situation, I was the pitmaster, and I took it as a compliment. But I don't know, pitmaster, call me. I like to call myself a pit runner. Even when I was working commercially, running pits, I'm not a pitmaster. I'm a pit runner. What are you? Do you got to be a pitmaster? Do you need a label? I don't know. Go check out the rest of the show over at thebbqcentralshow.com. Link in today's show notes is going to take you to the complete episode. And until next time on the Best Moments of the Barbecue Central Show in 10 minutes or less, I'm your host, John Solberg. I look forward to talking to you again soon.